Hi guys. So I got myself a new pair of boots. It was a long time ago now, so I thought maybe I should talk about it. So usually I have very high boots with a lot of support, but I can't really use them every day because I just hate tying shoelaces. I'm a baby or an old man, either of them or both. Anyway, so I found this at a local high-speed, low-drag tactical shop called Terräng in Stockholm. They sell a lot of clothes with funny green patterns on them. Very popular among guards, police officers, military personnel, and LARPers like me. Not really. I'm not LARPing anything. I just want good boots I can have while walking in the forest. That is not hunting, so pretty low scenario. And the Salomon Speed Assault 2 is actually really good. So I had them for about a year and I worn them almost every day. So let's talk about what broke on them and if they're good to wear. So first of all, my feet are messed up. They're super flat, like a duck's feet or something. So usually I have to have insoles that support the middle of the hollow part of the foot, which I don't have one. They're flat. And I get this inflammation in my heel. I don't know what the English word for that is. But yeah, usually my shoes need to have some orthopedic inlays inside of them. I haven't had an issue with these ones, and the sole is just super pliable and it has this really aggressive texture on it. And as you can see, I've worn it down where I usually put my weight on. So up front here, it's the same on this one. So these won't last, the sole won't last forever. So this is not a year, but almost a year. And I worn them in winter, I worn them during rain, out in the forest, on regular paved roads, driven cars with them. I've done everything you do with shoes, with these. And these are so flexible, so you can put extra socks in them and it'll work in winter, unless it's a very harsh winter, then of course you can't use this. But we haven't had a harsh winter in Stockholm. What was the worst, like minus 10 degrees Celsius or something? Then I wouldn't wear these. Then I have good boots for that weather. But these actually handles rain and wet snow and shit like that really good. This top material here is very water resistant, and I haven't put anything on them like water coatings to improve that either. The only real issue I've had with these is that these laces broke on this shoe. So what I did to replace them, first of all, if that happens and you have shoes like these with these tiny laces, where you somehow manage to just tear them apart, save the stuff you have on it. So you have this part here where you grab and pull up to basically tighten them, and then pull down this, and now you're done. That's it. When you take them off, and you have a little pouch here so you can just put it down there so it doesn't flop around. So when you're done, there's a little thing here you pull up. So the way you adjust this is, I'm not sure if this is visible, but you pull this up and that reduces pressure on the cord. So I replaced the cord on this shoe with Microcord Atwood Rope Manufacturing USA. So Atwood Rope. It's a kind of tiny, very thin paracord. You can't use regular paracord because these loops here are dimensioned for thin cords, and you have a plastic inlay of some sort, so you don't just, so this doesn't become like a chainsaw blade on the fabric and just cut it open. That will happen immediately if you didn't have that very hard abrasion resistant plastic inlay in it. And that will keep forever. What will kill these shoes is the hole I'm going to manufacture in the sole here. So this has months left to live, basically. Then I will have a hole here, and then I just have to throw them away. So if you buy shoes like this, they will depending on how much you use them. If you use them like every day almost, as I do, then a year and a half, then throw them away. Which is sad, but that's mainly because of the material on the sole. So depending on which material you have, that'll make it less or more usable. This is a very good material for a shoe, for the sole of a shoe, because it's very, very usable. The only downside to this is when you walk from outside and they're wet and you walk on like regular flooring, you will get the squeak, 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 squeak noise. But these are like silent as a ninja on everything else, no matter what you've done to them. And it's perfectly possible to use these as running shoes, running in the forest or whatever. Probably not as good on a road or something, but trails, forest, everything, these are nice. And they're low profile enough, so you could, I get away with using these at the office as well. I'm not sure if someone who actually gave a shit about their looks at the office could get away with wearing this, but it works for me. And since I'm a baby, I really like the lacing on these. It's so easy to just jump into them, pull, done, and you're out the door. So yeah, these are good if even if the sole is trying to delete itself. Yeah, nowadays I think they have some new models that are even more ridiculous names on them, like Speed Assault, Tactical 6 or whatever, with some extra bling on them, but it's basically the same shit. And they have a long list of features that's mostly bullshit, I would guess. But the material they use is actually black magic. These are really good. They weigh next to nothing, so it feels like you're wearing like socks or something. They are so light compared to regular boots that are super heavy. But those are for other purposes. These are just nice to walk around with. I walked really long with these on and I haven't suffered at all. Yeah. But if you're carrying an extremely heavy load, you would probably want some more ankle support. These have some of it, but depending on where you're walking, if you're walking in the forest or up a mountain with a heavy load, I wouldn't wear these. I would wear something specific for that. But yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. Yeah, would buy again. They are like in Swedish krona, like 1,500 to 1,600 krona. Remove a decimal point for euros and dollars, I guess. Perhaps cheaper in the US, less taxes. So yeah, that's the Salomon Speed Assault 2. Oh dear, such a corny name. Right, okay, that's perhaps the largest downside of shit like this. It's just ridiculous if you actually say it out loud. Yeah. Okay, have a nice day, everyone.